Hello, friends and neighbors. I'm Georgia D. Araujo, the director of the Boyle County Public Library, and we are very excited to welcome you back into the library beginning Monday, June 22nd. When we had to close the library on March 16th due to the coronavirus pandemic, we didn't know what to expect. But all of us on the library staff have spent the time since then making preparations to open our doors again to you according to the health and safety guidelines of state and local officials, being healthy at work, both for the safety and health of the staff and of all of you, our community. Let me tell you a little bit about what that means. First, the single most important thing we can all do is wear our masks. The staff is because we want you to be safe. Please do the same for us and for everyone who comes back into the library. If you don't have one when you get here, we've got you covered with a free mask. Next, you're going to see we've made some changes to the layout of the library building. We've marked a one-way path throughout all the floor levels. Public computers are widely spaced, and we've reduced the amount of seating so that social distancing is easy to do. Libraries have always been a great place to browse and linger, but in this time of COVID-19, that isn't possible. So the model we're following is grab and go. Select your materials, check them out, and we'll see you the next time. Don't forget you still have access to all of the great services that have been so important during this closure: curbside pickup, downloading books and movies, and of course enjoying our great online programming. We can hardly wait to see you back in the library again. And now you can travel with some of the library staff to get a sneak peek at what you'll see when you do return.
Hello, and welcome back to the Boyle County Public Library. I'm going to take this off for now so that you can hear me, but we do ask that you please wear masks when you're coming by to visit us as the library begins to reopen. My colleagues are here today. They'll continue to wear masks, and we'll continue to keep social distancing just to be safe. So as you are returning to the library, we ask that all materials, regardless of what type they are, please be returned to our book drops, which are now open 24/7. We're doing this to ensure that we properly quarantine and sanitize those materials before returning them back to circulation for people to check out. And now, as we enter the building, you'll notice that some of the flow of traffic has changed a little bit. Our entrance is on this side right here. We have one entry door. So let's head on inside. So as you enter the building, you'll notice that there are spaces marked up on the floor to help remind you to maintain social distancing. In addition, we have a staff welcome station where a staff member will be here to greet you as you enter the building, and we'll have masks available if you've forgotten your own. In addition, they'll be able to kind of help direct you in which direction that you have to go and where you can find the services you're looking for. All right, onward and upward. So one of the other changes that we've had to make in reopening the library is a limitation in the number of people who can be both in the building and in specific areas at the same time. Staff will be keeping an eye out and counting how many people we have in the building just to make sure if any changes are needed, we can make those and keep everyone safe. While you're in the building and moving through, you'll see that there are directional arrows and other signs that are pointing you in various directions for our flow of traffic. If you head to your right, you'll see our children's library. You can go up the stairs and be able to access our fiction, nonfiction, and computer area, as well as our movies, DVDs, Blu-rays, things like that. If you head past the stairs, you'll have access then to loop around to our bathrooms. You'll be able to come around to the circulation desk if that's what you're looking for primarily, but there's a little path you have to follow. And then also just around this corner, there is an elevator. So as you make your way in the building, please understand you don't have to take the stairs. If you need elevator access, it's just around the corner here. Let's head into the children's library. So when entering the children's library, you'll notice that to avoid congestion, we've actually put a little divider. So you'll enter and head to your right. Some other things that have changed in this area are new books will be kept on carts around here instead of the stands that are usually around. And if you or any of the kiddos happen to pick up a book to take a look at it, we just ask you once you're finished looking at it, if you don't want to check it out, just place it in one of these handy little carts. There'll be two of them. that are left around, these little bins here, and we'll make sure that those items are cleaned before they go back on the shelves. One of the other major differences you'll notice in the children's library is, unfortunately, none of our computers are available right now, specifically for kids. But don't worry, we'll be heading upstairs in just a second where you can see where you can still get access to the internet and to our computers here at the library. You'll see our stairs here leading up to the 5th level is all one way, and there's a couple different directions you can take once you get here. If you're here for copies, for accessing the computer, or for checking out a DVD or music, you can head left towards our computer desk and say hello to the staff there. They'll get you checked out and get you taken care of and making sure that you get access to a computer. If you're looking for adult fiction or nonfiction, you will follow just a general flow of traffic to the right here as we go through the adult fiction section. So, come on, let's go take a look. So as you head into adult fiction, you'll notice that we do have directional signs and arrows here as well, kind of guiding you through the general flow of traffic. Now, the 5th level, where we're at right now, is also the exit point for our elevator. So if you are getting on board downstairs, you'll be able to disembark here or get back downstairs if you need to. And there will be signs kind of indicating which direction that you need to go. There is a ramp on this level, so don't worry if you do have mobility issues. You can still access adult nonfiction as well as our computer area by just following the arrows. So let's head on up to adult nonfiction, and before we go, I do want to make sure we mention young adult fiction is also here just towards the back of these shelves. So let's head on over. Hello again. So as you're making your way through our book selections and other areas of the library, you may be wondering if you can find a specific item and where it might be located. Well, don't worry. We still have some of our catalog computers available for access that you can search for those items. Not all of them are turned on right now, but just make sure you look for one that has a little orange flag on it. In addition, especially on this level and on the main level as well, you'll notice that we don't have as much seating available. We've tried to remove some of the chairs in the area to prevent congregating. So we appreciate folks being able to study and take the time on their own. So, sorry, I'll try to be a little bit quieter here, sorry. In addition, on this level and others, you'll notice that we have sanitizing stations that are spread around. So if you have need of sanitizer or want to wipe off some of your own material, perfectly fine. We have bottles of cleaning solution as well as little paper towels that you can use. Once you finished your visit to the library today, you can either take the ramp to exit back, or we'll just make the complete loop around the floor and head back down towards the back staircase or elevator if you need to. So after making your way upstairs from the main stairwell, as you walk into the building, you'll have access to exit those levels if you're on foot by using this back staircase here. This is the 4th level where our reading room is, as well as all of our Kentucky collection. So there we go. Let's head on down and check out the elevator as well as our circulation desk. So back on the main level again, we're in our large type section, which you can get to by following the initial path as you enter and continuing past the stairs into your right. Now, some of you may be familiar with our community room and conference room. Unfortunately, at the moment, for the foreseeable future, all of our meeting room spaces and programs are closed or suspended. So you can check out our programs online virtually, but for in-house meeting room usage, unfortunately, they're not available right now. So this will be just a staff-only area. Here we have primary space where you can get onto the elevator as you come into the building. So we do ask only one person or household at a time on board. So we want to be sure that we don't have a lot of people congregating in the car as it goes up and down. So let's head back towards circulation. Also in this direction, the Mayhem Gallery and meeting room are obviously some of our meeting room spaces and art exhibits. As I mentioned, those are still closed. Are you finding everything you need? So, in this area, you'll also notice, again, I don't know if you can see me, a little helpful orange flag to let you know which of our catalog computers are available for you to access and look up material that you need. But circulation probably looks one of the most changed areas of the entire building. So as you come to check out items, you'll see that we've added sneeze guards. There's also some additional markers on the ground so that folks aren't congregating around the desks. as well as some blockers so that we can have folks coming in to get items checked out. Our circulation staff will be more than happy to help you get the items that you need checked out, and we just ask that you still respect the distancing that we have for those who are already being taken care of, and try to prevent any kind of congregation. So from here as well, we do want to point out some of our restroom facilities. So the primary restroom that is still open and accessible at this time is back in this direction. So as you come in the building, you'll follow that normal path past the staircase, and then just over here there's a little break in the barrier. So you'll be able to come around and head back to our main stairwells. Excuse me, our main bathrooms. One last thing that I need to mention about those areas as well, we cannot have our water fountains operating at this time, so you'll want to be sure to bring in your own water bottle if you have something to drink, and then restroom access is right there. Just a quick rundown of all the different changes that we've had to make to the building to ensure that you, our patrons, and our staff are safe. So we appreciate you for remembering to wear your mask, to socially distance, and
We'll see you soon.
goodbye, everyone.